Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another This Week in Gaming video. We have a few stories to go over, like No Man's Sky coming over to the Xbox One and sales numbers for the Nintendo Switch in Japan, so let's get right into it. So if you remember, 2 summers ago, No Man's Sky was released for the PlayStation 4 and the PC and was met with a lot of controversy because it didn't live up to a lot of the hype and didn't meet a lot of the promises that were made. Well, 505 Games is now releasing No Man's Sky for the Xbox One. It will have 4K and HDR enhancements, and you will be able to get it in a physical version with all of the previous updates that came to the PS4 and PC version. As well, at the same time, they will be releasing the next update, which is called Next, and this will all be available this summer in 2018, so make sure to check that out if you like No Man's Sky. So Nintendo Switch sales numbers in Japan have been released, and they have sold over 4 million units, which is extremely impressive. To put it in comparison, the Nintendo GameCube sold 4 million units in its entire lifespan, the Nintendo Wii U only sold 3.33, and the Nintendo Wii sold over 12 million. So it looks like the Nintendo Switch is off to an amazing start in Japan and will probably pass the Nintendo Wii or at least reach it. And this is just super impressive if you think about it, because it's not only doing really well in Japan, it's also doing really well around the entire world. So if you like Mario Kart and you like Monopoly, you'll be happy to hear there is a new Monopoly Gamer Edition coming out, and it is the Mario Kart Edition. This edition will be redone to replicate the Mario Kart experience. Like if you pass Go, you'll be entered to win a Grand Prix card. The initial players that will come with the game are Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, and Toad, but you'll get sort of like a DLC later on if you want, with more characters like Metal Mario, Shy Guy, Bowser, Yoshi, and you can get these characters for additional costs later, and this will be available at GameStop. So since the release of the Nintendo 5.0.0 software update for the Nintendo Switch, third-party docs have been bricking Nintendo consoles. Nintendo heard about this and came out and said only to use the official dock that came with the console and officially licensed Nintendo Switch docks. Well, a Redditor has looked further into this, and they have found the reason they think that the third-party docks are bricking Nintendo Switch consoles is because the USB-C within the actual console itself doesn't have the USB-C standard protocol. And the USB-C standard protocol is being used in the third-party docks, which is causing the consoles to brick. Here's exactly what the Redditor post had to say in more detail about this issue. The Nintendo Switch dock USB Type-C power supply is not USB PD spec compliant. As a result, it does not play nice with other USB-C devices. This means you should strongly consider only using the Nintendo Switch dock adapter only with the Nintendo Switch and dock. Additionally, it also seems the Nintendo Switch dock does not play nice with other USB PD chargers. This means you're forced to use the Nintendo brand power supply. Now, to me, this sounds a little shitty that Nintendo did this, that they used this non-standard protocol for their USB-C port within the actual console itself, because the reason they're obviously doing this is that they want you to use their docks only and not go out and purchase those third-party docks, because they obviously don't make as much money off when you purchase those third-party docks. So if you're using a third-party dock, I would strongly recommend, especially after reading this, that you stop using and you go back to that Nintendo Switch branded dock just to make sure that your console doesn't brick. So 4 years ago, Lindsay Lohan filed a claim against Take-Two Interactive in GTA 5 based off of a character within GTA 5 that was using her likeness, and this character is Lacey Jonas. And basically, if you look at the picture of the character and you look at a picture of Lindsay Lohan, they have similarities, but a 5-panel judge completely shut down this claim and said that there was no merit to it. So she then went and took this claim to the New York Court of Appeals, and that has been shut down as well. So it looks like Lindsay Lohan won't be winning this claim against Take-Two Interactive and GTA 5. So THQ Nordic is releasing a remastered version of Red Faction Guerrilla, and it will be called the Remastered version, which is pretty funny because it takes place on Mars as you're the Red Faction fighting the oppressive Earth Defense Force, and is a third-person shooter. It's a lot of fun. This version will have remastered graphics with enhanced 4K and HDR capabilities, and this will be available in Q2 2018. So if you like Red Faction, make sure to check this game out. So there are 3 big game releases this week, and the first one is Far Cry 5. So this Far Cry 5 is out for the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC, and it takes place in Montana, and you're fighting a cult who is trying to take over your little city and town in Montana. And from what I've seen and what I've heard so far, is it looks like a really good, fun, open world shooter, especially when you play co-op. Currently it's sitting at an 81 on Metacritic. The next game is Outlast 2 for the Nintendo Switch. So Outlast 2 was previously released on the Xbox One and the PS4, and it is a gore survival horror game. It is extremely gruesome, but it is extremely good and extremely fun if you like the survival horror genre. It is currently sitting at a 77 on Metacritic, so if you like survival horror games, I would definitely check this out. The last game is MLB The Show 18. So MLB The Show 18 is the exclusive baseball game for the PlayStation 4, and San Diego Studios every single year does an amazing job on this. It is currently sitting at an 82 on Metacritic. If you like baseball games, if you like baseball, you should definitely check this game out. It is a great simulation game, and it has so many deep game modes, and it has such great gameplay that if you like sports games at all, or even if you just like baseball, like I said, you should definitely check this out. So that's your news. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new to this channel, leave a comment down below about any of the things I talked about, and I'll catch you in the next video.